go ahead and get into this, man. You're gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. Short, sweet, and simple. So let's look and see what we got for the NBA today. Knock out the NBA. I mean, college started in what, 2 hours? So does NBA. We got the Spurs and the 76ers. You got the Bucks in Detroit. Cleveland, Orlando. Memphis, Toronto. Charlotte and Minnesota. Boston and Dallas. Chicago and Phoenix. Atlanta and Sacramento. So we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in the NBA today. I don't even think we got that many games in college today. True, we got about 12, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 16 games in college. A lot of the teams playing aren't that good either. I mean, you got UNC playing today, but we'll cover that here shortly. But let's get into some NBA. So on the NBA side of things, man, teams that we want to aim at are the terrible teams. So, like your Detroit Pistons, your Grizzlies, your Detroit Pistons, your Grizzlies, your Atlanta Hawks, Chicago, Charlotte, Spurs. Those are the teams we aim for when it comes to this, because literally they do what they consistently trash. So that's why we aim for those teams. So let's start with the Spurs. The Spurs are not good whatsoever. They don't only won 8 games this year. Spurs are 8-34. They're terrible. 11-12 against the spread. Philly, 16-6 against the spread. Last 10 games, they are 5-5 against the spread, though. Philly is. Last 5 games, they are down a 5-game winning streak, and they have covered the spread 4 times out of the 5 in the last games. Do I like the Dallas Mavericks? Depends on who plays. They play in Boston. That's gonna be a really good game. I mean, Boston, they are 7-3 in the last 10 games, 5-5 against the spread. I mean, Dallas, they 6-4 against the spread. They just lost to LA. I mean, Boston, they just coming off the road, or they're still on the road in Texas. So they just played Houston. They beat Texas on the road. I mean, Boston not really that bad away. Like they're 12-9. I mean, they're 13-9 on the road. I mean, Dallas, they 13-9 at home. So I feel like the game will really be close. Like, because when it comes to field goal percentage and 3-point percentage, I mean, Dallas Mavericks defense is terrible. I mean, they literally allow opponents to shoot 48% from the field. Not only that, they allow opponents to shoot 37% from the 3. I mean, Boston already shoots 38% from the 3 as it is. But when it comes to the Mavs offensive side of things, I mean, 3-point percentage, they shoot 36.8% from the 3. I mean, that's nearly league average. That's pretty good. But Boston, they got a top 6 defensive ranking when it comes to 3-point defense, holding opponents to 35% from the 3. And they third in defensive rank when it comes to shooting from the field. They allow opponents to shoot 45% from the field. I mean, Dallas, they shoot 47% from the field. So, I mean, me personally, I like Boston in this game as long as everybody plays. Um, I know Porzingis is not playing. Drew Holiday is probable for today, so he's playing. And as far as Dallas side of things, Kyrie look like he's playing today. Seth Curry's not playing, and Josh Green seems like he's playing today as well. So they seem like they'll have everybody. I mean, Boston being down Porzingis, I mean, he's been on and off the court anyways. It doesn't matter. But me personally, I like Boston in this game. I feel like Boston had covered this spread against the Mavericks, because the Mavericks defense is not really that. It's not really that great. Let's get into deeper diving with it. So when Dallas is the home or the away team, so when Dallas is the home team, I mean they actually play really good when they're the home team. I mean, they shoot like 39% from the three when they're the home team, and 48% from the field. It's pretty solid. But Boston defense when they're away team, they're fourth when it comes to being the away team in defensive ranking, allowing opponents to shoot 45.8% from the field. This game would go either way, in my opinion. But I like Boston in it. They played last year. It was the last time they played, January 5th, 2023. Boston beat them. But me personally, I mean, I like Boston. I feel like they got better players. Like I said, Dallas, they've been on and off winning and losing. They lost one. Then they won 3 in a row. They beat Minnesota. They beat Portland twice in a row. I mean, that's obvious. And they beat Golden State. Golden State's not good. They lost to Utah, though. But I like Boston. Give me Boston, bro. On the road. Feel like they've been handling business on the road. I mean, the only team they lost to on the road was the Bucks, and then when they played back-to-back in Indiana, and they lost to them by 2. So, yeah, I feel like Boston to get it done here. I feel like they'll cover the spread. Yeah, Boston is that deal, boy, when they're the favorites. They crazy. Yeah, Mavs don't shoot too good when they're underdogs either. So, yeah, I like Boston. Feel like they'll get it done for sure in this game. All right, let's look at some. Who do we want to aim for today? Let's look at Tobias Harris against the Spurs. So, let me pull up. San Antonio. So it's a website that I use. I just forgot what it was called that quick. Because I kind of like Tobias Harris. So when we're looking at assists per game, San Antonio, they're terrible when it comes to assists per game. They're nearly the worst in the league when it comes to assists per game. So, last 3 games, San Antonio, they've been playing good the last 3 games, allowing 25 assists per game, which is actually really good. So, pulling up the numbers. Basketball. No. There we go. Alright. Dang, they break it down. We're looking for one guy and one guy only, and that's Tobias Harris. NBA defense versus positions. So Tobias Harris. Check him out, man. Check out my guy. Max contract player, Tobias Harris. So, his rebounds or assists. Tobias Harris assists is at 3.5 on FanDuel. Let me see where they got him at on see where they got him at on Caesar. So Tobias Harris, they got an over 4.5 assists. Over 4.5 assists right now on Caesars. Is it plus money? Under is minus 151. Of course, we were going to take the under. If it was we was gonna take the over if it was at 3.5, but now it's at 4.5. So Tobias Harris, literally small forward. So the Spurs against small forwards. They give up 4.5 assists per game against small forwards, which is that's literally where his line is at, which is kind of crazy. So his line is at 4.5 right now. So like I said, his under is at minus 151. Only if we could have caught the plus at 3.5, everybody must have hopped on it. But Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists. I mean, he had 6 against Charlotte, 3 against Orlando, 4 against Denver, 2 against Houston, 3 against the Kings, 4 against Atlanta, New York, 4 against Chicago, 2 against Chicago, and 7 against Houston. So he's only done it twice out of the last 10 games. He's averaging literally 4 assists per game. So I mean, the line is close. Don't get me wrong, the line is close. But Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists. Give it to me. And it's crazy because we smacked on the Devin Vassell the other day. He got those 4 assists in like the fourth quarter. It was wild. But Tobias under 4.5. When it comes to Philly letting shooting guards get assists, Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, they guard shooting guards really well. So when it comes to letting them get assists, they average 4.6 assists. I know I said we betted on Devin Vassell the other day. They got him at they got it at over 3.5 right now. I mean, Devin Vassell, look at his numbers. He pretty much does that 3.5. I mean, it was a sweat, but so he had 5, 7, 3, 4, 2, 5, 5, 3, 4, 3. So he's done it in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 10 games. So I mean, that's I'm not saying go play that play, but I'm just throwing it out there. But that Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists, yeah, for sure. And if you go back to past histories of the Spurs and their past games, and we look at the small forwards. So, Denny and Jordan Poole. No, Kyle Kuzma and Denny. Kyle Kuzma had 6, and Denny had 4. Okay. Philadelphia. Let they starting 5. Yeah, so it's gonna be Nicholas Batum, and that's terrible. Tobias Harris played about 35 minutes. Last game he had 6 assists. He hooped out last game. They played Charlotte. So, but literally, going back to what I was looking at. So Spurs, last 5 games. So against Charlotte, they're small forwards, power forwards. Assists 3 and 5. They have 5 combined. Against Boston, let's see. Tatum and Horford. They had 2 assists total. Atlanta, their forwards. Jalen Johnson had 7. Sadiq Bey had 2. Chicago. Alex Caruso and DeMar DeRozan. 6 and 4. Detroit. Two and 1 assists. So I like my odds here. Taking Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists for sure. Now they got Joel Embiid 13.5 rebounds. Like, whoa. That is crazy. You would think, right? 13.5 rebounds plus 118. And Joel Embiid. So if I'm not mistaken, San Antonio is nearly the worst rebounding team in the league. Okay. I understand that. But we're not finna take no 13.5 rebounds at plus 118. No way. They got to give me more than that. So, we're just going to stick with that. Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists. Now, let's look at the Orlando Magic. I love betting on Paolo. Because Paolo pretty much gets it done every single time. So, the Cavs, the Cavs, they literally are missing a lot of people, or a lot of key factors. They ain't got Evan Mobley, no DG. Caris LeVert's questionable now all of a sudden. Yeah, so their starting 5 is D. Mitch, Max Struss, Jared Allen, Okoro, and Dean Wade. Orlando, look like they're getting Cole Anthony playing. Jonathan Isaac's not playing. Markelle Fultz is out as well. Their starting 5 will be. Well, last game there was Markelle just played, and he already out again. I guess he needed a rest day. But Paulo, Wendell's back in there. Wendell's back in that thing. Let's look at Wendell. So Wendell, he getting a full run now. So, but they got his line at 7.5. We took his under the other day, and I didn't expect him to play the full game, but he ended up playing about 30 minutes. So he actually ended up playing the full game. But let's look at the game or the last 2 games, or the last 4 games he did play. I mean, he had 3, 5, 11, and 9. Literally only had 3 and 5 because, bro, he literally only played like 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, on 2 of those games. Yeah, so against the Knicks, he played 18 minutes. Against Atlanta, he played 24 minutes. Against Philly, he played 26 minutes. And against Miami, he played 34 minutes. Now, because 26 minutes against Philly, he had 11. He came off the bench that game. All right. Wendell Gardner Jr. came off the bench against Philly and grabbed 11 rebounds. He started against Miami and grabbed 9. And then against Atlanta and New York, he was still getting his feet back wet from being hurt. He played 18, 24 minutes. So now that we know if Wendell gets his 34 minutes, he's going to grab 9 to 10 rebounds a game. So not only that, he scored 17 points as well on top of that. He scored 17 points in all these games. So, I mean, they got his point line at, and they got Wendell Carter point line at 12.5. I mean, he's done that off the bench, on the bench, whatever you need him. He done it. So I like Wendell over 12.5 points and his rebounds. I mean, shoot, I like his double-double, really. So Wendell Carter Jr. to get a double-double, it's plus 320. I like the odds on it. Not only that, Cleveland, they're down to big. So let's look up Cleveland in the past couple of games. So Cleveland in the last 3 games, I mean, they have not been crazy good on the rebounds. I mean, they allow 49 rebounds per game. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to be bumping with Jared Allen, but there's no reason for him not to get 10 rebounds and 10 points. You know what I mean? So, Cleveland versus centers. So when Cleveland plays centers, I mean, the centers, they hold centers to 21.9 points per game. I mean, rebounds, when it comes to rebounds, they allow 14 rebounds to centers on average per game. So, I mean, I'll take the long shot here. Give me Wendell Carter Jr. plus 320 for a double-double. If you don't want to do a double-double, just do his rebounds. 7.5 rebounds. He done that in the last 2 games. He done got a double-double almost in the last 2 games. Last game, he was 1 rebound short from a double-double. Against Philly, he had a double-double off the bench. And that's against Philly. I mean, Miami, when it comes to Miami, anyways, to centers, so Miami is literally a top 10 rebounding team. They're 7th when defensive. They're 7th ranked when it comes to allowing rebounds. I mean, Cleveland, they're 10th, but they're down to big. The past 3 games, Cleveland have dropped from 10th all the way down to, where are they? They dropped from 10th to 12th. So they're slowly decreasing. Last game, they allowed 50 rebounds last game. So I like Wendell, double-double. They're going to ride it. Let's see what else I see in the NBA. I mean, those some solid picks. So Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. double-double. Let's look at Paolo. So when it comes to what they're gonna put Paolo at power forward, small forward, whatever. So when it comes to Cleveland against small forwards, they grab about 8 rebounds per game. 8 rebounds per game. I mean, the power forwards, they let power forwards grab about 9 rebounds per game. So there's going to be some rebounding opportunity here. But small forwards against Cleveland. Let's look at Paolo assists. So they got Paolo line at 4.5. I mean, Cleveland they allowed 4.6 assists per game. Let's look at the last 7 days for that. Okay. Cleveland is the number 1 team when it comes to defense on small forwards. They're top 50 offensive rank when it comes to guarding small forwards. So in the last 7 days, they only done allowed 3.4 assists to small forwards, which is really good in the last 7 days. So Paolo, his assist has been kind of low anyways. They got it at 4.5 right now. I mean, against Miami, he had 2. Philly had 6. He had 4 against Atlanta, 3 against New York, 8 against OKC, 6 against Miami, 3, 4, 11, and 5. So, I mean, he's averaging 5 assists in the last 10 games. On the season, he averaged 4. Like I said, Cleveland against small forwards and Cleveland against power forwards in the last 7 games, they allowed 3 to 4 assists. I also like Paolo under assists in that game. Yep, so rebounds and points still stands for Cleveland centers in the last 7 games. They allow crazy rebounds against Cleveland. So if we go back and look at Cleveland last recent games, so Clint Capella, Clint grabbed 9, Saddiq Bey grabbed 7, DeJounte grabbed 9, Jalen Johnson grabbed 7 against Milwaukee. No Giannis, so we're looking at Brook. We're not even looking at Brook Lopez because he don't even crash a glass. Andre Jackson grabbed 8. That was a leading rebounder against Chicago. Vooch grabbed 10. Andre Drummond grabbed 10 off the bench. DeRozan grabbed 6. Again, let's look at let's look at Washington, a trash team. Gafford grabbed 4. A guy off the bench grabbed 7. Yeah, that's Washington though. Orlando is a lot better than them. I will say that. Let's see. Spurs. Victor grabbed 10 against the Spurs. Let's see. Dallas. Lively, he grabbed 4. Luka Doncic grabbed 7. Grant Williams 6. 4. Yeah, like it's rebounding to opportunity all over the floor. We just gotta hope Wendell grabbed 10. I mean, which he will because he's bumping with Jared Allen. Like a lot of these people they have moving centers. Utah, I mean, we can go see what he bumped head with Utah. Walker Kessler, Lord Markkinen grabbed 10. Kessler grabbed 5. Simeon Francesco, I don't even know. He grabbed 7 though. So you see the small forwards, the centers, they all grab the rebounds. Let's look at another Atlanta Hawk game. No Clint Capella that game. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're looking for centers that Oh, they played Orlando already this year. They played them December 11th. I don't even think Wendell was playing. Let's see. No, Wendell was not playing. But Paolo grabbed 10 rebounds. Paolo grabbed 10. Franz Wagner grabbed 8. And the foreign, the Goga, he grabbed 7 of them things. So they played them before. And Wendell didn't play any of these. Yep. Then that's when Evan Mobley was playing one of those games. Let me see if Evan Mobley played the second game. Nope. He was gone. He was hurt. So the second game they played without Evan Mobley. They went crazy on the boards. So like I said, he's out now. So Wendell double. Tobias Harris under 4.5 assists is minus 200 now. Nearly. Oh my gosh. It's like they hearing me talk. It's just like they hear me talk. Alright, so that's what I like for NBA. Now, let me cover some college for y'all real quick. I mean, if y'all... Oh, yeah. I forgot I didn't even make the video. I completely forgot I wasn't able to make the college video today. But if you're in the Telegram, I sent the pic into the Telegram. Like I said, join it. It's free. Alright, so getting into some college. Let's go ahead and get into some college here. College hoops. Alright, so the pick that I did send into the Telegram, I sent in McNeese minus 4.5. I really like the spread. I mean, I'm going off the 3-point game here. I feel like Texas A&M CC, they just don't have much willpower to score. I mean, I know in history they've been dominating McNeese. I mean, they haven't lost to them since 2017, which is crazy. That's probably what the prep talk is. We haven't lost to them since 2017. But look, McNeese is on a 10-game winning streak. They're 4-4 against the spread. I understand that. But they're on the road. They're 6-2 on the road, okay? But the crazy thing is, Texas A&M, they're 7-1 against the spread, which is really good. 8-2. They're not the trash team. 7-1 at home. I mean, they're not bad whatsoever. But here's what popped out to me the most is McNeese. They're 9th in offensive ranking, 19th in offensive ranking on field goal percentage, 9th in offensive ranking when it comes to 3-point percentage. They shoot 49% from the field, and they shoot 40% from the 3. That's really good. So, I mean, Texas A&M CC, they hold their opponents to shoot 30% from the 3 and 40% from the field. That's really good. But here's what popped out to me. Texas A&M is almost the worst team when it comes to shooting from the 3 and from the field. I mean, they shoot 43% from the field as it is, which is below league average. Not only that, they shoot 28% from the 3. That's god-awful. So, McNeese on the defensive side of things, fourth defensive rank when it comes on the defensive side of things. They allow their opponents to shoot 38% from the field. Not only that, 3-point percentage, they allow opponents to shoot 31% from the 3-pointer, which is really good defense. When it comes to conference play, Texas A&M, they still shooting 29% from the 3-pointer when it comes to playing a conference opponent. McNeese, when it comes to conference opponents, the 3-point game, defensive game, they allow opponents to shoot 35% from the 3. But Texas A&M can't even shoot the 3. So McNeese, when it comes to their conference play, they ball out. They shoot 41% from the 3 when they play conference teams. Not only that, they shoot 46% from the field. And Texas A&M, against conference teams, they allow their opponents to shoot 37% from the 3. And they allow them to shoot 41% from the field, which is pretty solid. But from the 3, I don't think Texas A&M be able to hold McNeese today. they'll have to real deal buckle down because the boys can fight. So yeah, McNeese. I got McNeese -4.5. Feel like they'll get it done on the road. Um, yeah, so we're gonna rely on the 3-ball game for the McNeese game. Now, I also like this UNC game. I feel like UNC will win this game. Now the spread, they got it at -7.5. So the spread was really like a you know, maybe. It's Wake Forest. Wake Forest isn't trash. I mean, they're 8-2 in the last 10, 6-3 against the spread. Not a bad team whatsoever. We're only 2 games above them when it comes to the division. So they're 1-3 on the road, but UNC is 8-0 at home. That's what people not realizing. UNC is actually like that. The only L's was against Kentucky and UConn in the past 10 games. Other than that, they don't beat everybody else in the conference pretty much. They smack Boston, Louisville, Syracuse, NC State, Clemson, Pitt. They beat all of them. The only time they didn't cover was against Louisville, and it was -21. That's a tough cover. But other than that, smacking everybody up. All right. So, getting into some stats. I mean, Wake Forest, man, they shoot 39% from the 3. That's smack. That's really good. And they shoot 47% from the field. UNC defense is really good. I mean, they allow opponents to shoot 29% from the 3. Not only that, they allow opponents to shoot 39.8% from the field. It's pretty solid. UNC can fight that thing too, though. 35%. They got the 100th offensive rank when it comes to shooting from the 3. They shoot 46% from the field. Wake Forest defense from the 3 is pretty solid. They allow opponents to shoot 32.9. But what pops out to me is the conference against conference teams. I mean, UNC shoots 32% from the 3. Not only that, Wake Forest allows opponents to shoot 35% from the 3. When it comes to Wake Forest on the conference side of things, they shoot 42% from 3 against conference play, but UNC allows their opponents to shoot 23% from the 3. So if you want to ride with the defense, ride with the defense. If you want to ride with Wake Forest offense, ride with their offense. My take is UNC is really like that. I feel like they'll cover that spread easily with the defensive side of things, especially being at home. Going into UNC, man, it's hard. It's hard to get that dub in UNC. So give me UNC -7.5. Truly feel like they'll get it done at home as long as they play good defense. So UNC for sure. So, last game I do like. Is this the game I like? No, it wasn't this one. Wait, yeah, no, it probably was. Wait a second. Nah, this wasn't it. I don't like it no more. I don't like that no more. It was one of these games I was looking at last night in the bed, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Can't even find it. Oh, the New Orleans versus Houston Christian. It was this game here. So, New Orleans, they're 1-8 away. Houston Christian, they're 3-3 at home. It's garbage versus garbage, bro. Garbage versus garbage, I promise. But what I like about this game a lot is, so New Orleans, they shoot 31% from the 3. Houston, they defend at 31% from the 3. But Houston Christian cannot shoot the 3 whatsoever. They shoot 26% from the 3. Not only that, New Orleans defense, they only allow opponents to shoot 30% from the 3. So, they got the over-under at 161. I absolutely love the under in this game because if you can't score the ball, what makes you think you're gonna win the game? So, I like the under 161 in this game. Not only that, look. So, Houston Christian, they shoot 62% from the three. Well, not from the three, from the free throw. That's terrible. That's awful. I mean, New Orleans, they shoot 73. I mean, I guess that's a little bit better. But Houston Christian offense is just, it's bad. Like, it's bad, bro. Like, I don't think they'll get it done at all today. Like, they're terrible. But, I mean, they beat Lamar by a point. That's cool. Which is crazy. They beat them. But I like the under in this game. I feel like that 161, I feel like this is a gimme play. So, give me New Orleans and Houston Christian under 161, 162. But other than that, that's going to do it for the college picks. That's going to do it for the NBA picks. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. Join the Telegram, like I said. And your boy is out.